Yeah.
Ciao Maurizio, how you doing, my man?
Good.
It's the first time I've really actually met you and had a moment to chat to you.
Yep.
So, are you aware of this channel?
No.
Okay. We've got to wait for John Soden.
And
He's doing his update, so we might have to start this again in a minute.
yes.
So sorry about this.
What channel is that?
We are Track Fans TV.
Track Fans TV.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we've got about maybe 3,500 subscribers, and we're the
Good.
fun element because I got into slot car racing a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I've got into it later on in life. So in lockdown, classic story. Got my nephew a kit,
Yep.
Electric kit, sorry,
That's
and
perfectly fine
and
kit.
sent it over to him, and then we got locked down.
Yep.
So I was like sending him stuff in WhatsApp, and then my brother said, "Can you do something else?" So we sent it to him in YouTube,
Yes.
and then all of a sudden, people started to watch us doing the layouts and stuff. So,
Good.
so I'm learning about slot cars, and it was actually John Esses when he graces us with his presence. He used to record this, or he records this race, and he's done it for like 8 years.
Exactly.
And so I'm like watching him, thinking, "Wow, there's racing out there." I never knew racing existed. I just thought it was a domestic toy.
And a big race.
God forbid, yeah. And huge race. So that's where the channel come about, and I'm learning, having fun, and now I'm here.
Excellent.
So I do race.
Yep.
Not very good. I race with these guys up at Rockingham
Really?
every Friday. Yeah, we go up there. I've got some of your cars. One of my best
Thank
cars
you.
is the Group C Porsche 962C.
Yep.
I can drive that car. Some of the other cars, the other brands, I just don't get the same, do you know the word dexterity?
Yes.
The same feeling of the car. I just don't have it.
Connection.
Yeah, that's right. Yes. I was only saying the other day, I was driving a Capri from another brand, and it didn't feel right. I think the tyres were wrong, so it was picking up lots of
Yes.
bogies.
Yes.
And so I drove it slower, and I actually got more lap times.
Yep.
So anyway, tell me. So I was having a look at your entry, Nemo,
Yes.
little Nemo,
Yes.
and I noticed that you put in using this year's regulations angle winder.
Yes.
So what's the difference between that and what you had before?
Okay. The regulation for the 24 hours of Le Mans are entirely a decision of Gary and Alex.
Okay.
So last year and up to last year, LMP2 were limited to inline motor mount. And whereas this year, basically, they have switched to an angle winder, to a possible angle winder. They allowed angle winder flat six motor as long as it is with a closed side of the motor facing down.
That's
not
right,
the open side, so that you get less magnetic traction than a P1 car, which makes sense. You want the P1 to be faster than the P2. So magnetic traction is a form of downforce, in fact.
Yeah. What do you prefer?
I have no preference in the car. It's as long as the car is well behaved and goes well, you know that you can go a little bit faster or a little bit slower. But other than that, what I really like is to have like every slot race with a car which is well tuned and allows you to push and brake and does not lead you into error.
Yeah. And so Suzuka, forgive me because I've forgotten, is that plastic or is that a wood track?
It's like Lincoln.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Like
so it's essentially not having to remodify it to race on a different surface with this?
No, it's the same.
Okay.
The same track as this.
How long does it take you to develop a car for a race like this?
Actually, these two cars in Suzuka and this one have been developed by Tamar Nelwan.
Sorry?
By Tamar, a Dutch guy.
Yeah, I know Tamar, a lovely guy,
Yes, absolutely. And he put a lot of effort into both.
Yeah.
But if I had to do it again, like I did it in the past, a long time, because it depends on what you want to do.
Yeah.
When I've raced here, and I've won in 2013, I raced with a standard Porsche 911 GT1
Right.
made by ourselves.
Yeah.
So the preparation for the car was very simple. I just set up the car according to whatever I thought would be best for the car. Did the lighting kit, and the car was really good for the start. In when was it? Probably 2017. We raced with a four-wheel drive Audi,
Okay.
and the point there was to prove. Whereas in 2013, the idea was to prove that a standard car could be as competitive as a custom build,
Yeah.
and we actually won the race.
Really?
Yes,
You're
yes, we,
giving me hope here
absolutely.
because
Yes,
I
yes. You
can't
just have to
scratch
train.
builds yet.
Well, next year, Q2 will be basically only slotted or recast.
Oh, really?
Yes,
What, here?
here.
So just literally,
Literally, you can tune the car, you can use commercial parts,
yeah,
but no stretch building for Q2.
interesting.
Yeah, Gary would be more precise about that.
Yeah, yeah. We'll
And
get
I
him
think,
on after, and
yes,
if he's got a moment.
and I
'Cause,
think also GT3 will follow suit.
yeah,
And
because it is intense, isn't it? Like the amount of detail they do, like
yes,
watching these guys build the
exactly.
car at the club week on week.
Exactly. So in that case, if you go down that road, I, I really don't know how long it may take.
Yeah,
Years, because you evolve the design over over a period of time. So it's it's not just you make the design that for this race and then you put the car on the track and then you're
yeah,
done and you develop next year's car.
yeah.
At least I see guys that are continuously evolving their design year after year after year. So when I designed and built the Audi Quattro, the point was to show that a real four-wheel drive
Yeah,
could be as fast as a normal LMP. And
yeah,
actually, the car was on pole position,
right,
and we led the race for 3 hours
yeah.
until we were crashed into and we broke the chassis, which is
Part of
part of the
racing.
game of
Yeah,
racing.
yeah.
And
So frustrating, man.
it was because it was a great car, and it was four-wheel drive,
Yeah,
and you could tell it was different.
yeah,
And to me, was the idea was to prove that that my design would work.
yeah. And do you get a lot of sort of people sort of like, it must be satisfying when sort of people are like quite apprehensive of you running this car when all up to this date has been this way, and then you've brought in this car and you're doing it your four-wheel drive way, and it's like, yes, look, see, we've done it. We've been in the lead until we were
Yes.
taken out. It, you know, open your horizon, broaden your minds a little bit as to be not so tunnel visioned in
My mind,
custom build. No, theirs. Because you've opened your mind to bring in a different style of
I
car.
don't think that the people that does custom builds here needs further widening because they come up with really innovative solutions
Yeah,
with really interesting designs.
yeah,
So maybe the idea of four-wheel drive um, make them think that oh maybe next year we'll make a four-wheel drive. But the
yeah,
fact is that the more things you have into the car, the more things
yeah.
are likely to break.
Correct.
Actually, the car worked flawlessly for 23 hours,
Yeah,
accident apart, 23 and a half.
yeah.
Then a bearing seized,
Oh.
but still.
So, what's your next race?
I don't
Apart
know. I
from
don't race much.
when you wake up after sleeping after this event, did you
I
get any sleep?
I did.
Oh,
Yes,
good.
yes. We were six. It was apart from the
Oh,
fact
okay,
that we
yeah,
had destroyed every single bit of the car, and we had a chance to win P2, but we will not because the Great Bar team had been much more
yeah,
consistent. They did not have any of the issues that,
yeah.
we had. We are running without front body posts
Yeah.
on the car that were repaired in a very
Wow.
creative way and so
Okay.
on. And but other than that, I mean, this is part of the fun.
So, so sort of taking your racing, your passion for racing, and your development in slot car design and production
Yeah.
with Slot.it, do you kind of try and take some of this to put it into a mainstream car, or are they kind of separate entities? Do you need this to be sort of a lower cost production so that you can make a profit, or do you actually go, right, we don't want to make too much profit, we want to give people a real experience with having it? Because my 962
Yes.
is great. It feels all I have to do really is change tyres and a bit of ride height at the front, and it's ready to go. I'm like so happy that it's saved me money as a novice.
Yes. Yes.
So is that a sort of thing that you look for?
Absolutely. I try to put back.
Here he is.
Hello, John.
Here he is. Start it up. We're halfway through. Don't worry. It's been noted. John might have some questions for you as well.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The question at the moment, John. We'll wait for him to hit the red button, and then I'll ask it again just to bring him.
Yes.
Yep.
I've got this cable.
That's it. Here he is. He's been on the phone to his mum, bless him. So we can't shout at him. The question was we've just been talking about performance.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do an intro? Sorry.
Yes. Well, I think they know who I am.